What would happen to your business if you became incapacitated? My name is Andrew Ayers. I'm a lawyer who works with families and small business owners to protect their legacies through planning. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about what happens when a business owner becomes incapacitated and they don't have any kind of plan in place. This is an issue that confronts any business owner. Me running my own law firm, I was actually asked this very question by my mother this morning. She wanted to know what would happen to my clients, what would happen to my business if something happened to me. So it's not only law firms who have clients who have to deal with this issue, but it's really any business owner, especially one who founds a company and is really integral to the day-to-day workings of the business. So there's three main areas you want to consider when you look at a business succession plan that would deal with incapacity. The first is going to be who's going to manage the finances. Chances are you've been managing the finances for the business as it's been growing. You probably have an accountant you work with, but if something happens to you, you need somebody who is empowered to make financial decisions to keep the business running. Now, most people think it's not a problem, somebody will be able to step in. The question is, who should it be? You may think that everyone will turn to your right-hand man or woman and be the person they talk to, but that might be not what happens. Maybe people have to go to court and have a receiver appointed to be running the business. So rather than take that chance, you can use a business succession plan with an incapacity plan to lay out who would be able to make the financial decisions for your company. The second area to consider is who's going to do your job. Now, founders tend to be very involved in their business. They might have 4 or 5 different skill sets. They're the person doing a lot of the work. But if they get sick and then they're unable to do the work, who's going to do that work? Chances are there's not one person who can handle all of your duties, but maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 who can step in. By having a business succession plan, you can designate who's going to do what jobs so that the business can function and those things get done if you're unable to do them. The third area to consider is whether the business is going to have enough money in the long term. This becomes especially important if you die and the business is left trying to figure out where's money going to come from. With very important people involved in the business, partners and owners, you will often have key person disability insurance. What that is an insurance policy that's tied to those owners so that if they become incapacitated or they die, the business essentially collects on the policy and can use those proceeds to help the business keep running. Now, there's 2 different ways you can create a plan for your incapacity. One is you could try to do it yourself, hope you've done it right, maybe leave it on a note card in the back of your notebook, maybe leave it somewhere on your desk. But the second way, and the better way, is to work with professionals. Your financial advisor, your accountant, your attorney, they're all there to help you put together these kinds of plans. You don't want to leave your business without a plan in case something happens. You never know what's going to happen when you step outside. You could be hit by a car, something strange that you've never thought of could happen. So make sure you have a plan for it. If you and your business don't have a plan, let's have a call and talk about the best next steps for you. You go to andrewmayers.com and you can click on the red Schedule a Consultation button. You'll be taken to my personal calendar where we can set up a call and discuss the next best options for your business. There's no reason this has to be complex and expensive, but it can be very complex and expensive if you don't have a plan.